Over the years, sex has been one of the most important subjects of my discussions with the entities. They helped me a lot with my issues and gave me an enormous amount of information about sex. One of my most incredible psychedelic experiences was a visit from a goddess of sex who taught me a lot about human sexuality, and I will talk about it in a separate video. Again, I was planning on making a single video about sex, and as with the life series, as soon as I started collecting all the information I have, it turned out that this will be a series of at least 3 videos. Sex is the only subject of my discussions with the entities when we argue. It is actually not an argument, but more of me getting angry for things not being the way I want them to be. Both me and them realize that there's a reason for it and that I'm wrong trying to have an emotional discussion about it. Still, it makes me angry. I can't help it. I'll make a separate video about this too. You talk to me about a lot of issues on a daily basis, but sex is something that hardly ever comes up. In fact, I don't think I remember a single comment or an email about sex from tens of thousands of messages I have received from you, which means that either no one has any sex issues or that sex is for us incredibly difficult to talk about. That's why I can assume this series of videos will be very helpful and important to many. I hope that by getting intimate with you and by sacrificing my privacy and exposing this part of my life, I will help you get to terms with your own sexual issues. If this series of videos helped you, you can express your gratitude through supporting me on Patreon, PayPal, Subscribestar, or through cryptocurrencies. It really means a lot to me. Watch the planned video to understand the purpose of 434 and help others and share this video with them. It is an interdimensional insight into an earthly issue and it will help others. If you like my voice, head over to my second YouTube channel. Join all 434 social media and remember about b434.com should anything happen to this channel. All links in the video description. I will start from telling you about something I've never mentioned because I was waiting for this video. I was told that 434 also represents human sex organs. 434 is about love and sex is naturally an integral part of love. Machine elves are fascinated by human sex and they know it is an important element of a loving connection for us. In fact, I was shown that sex gets you closer to the river of life in 434. The energy that flows freely through everything, the one we call God, this energy shows up in our lives through love and sex as through all other moments of awe and bliss. I was told the reason you have a need for love, admiration and sexual pleasures is because they elevate you and get you closer to the energy that you're normally detached from. In reality, it is not to gain anything, it's to be closer to what life is. Looking for sex often means looking for a connection without being aware of this. Because sex is a strong byproduct of acceptance, love and connection, your sexual drive might be a need for love. Love is your compass in life. Your whole life is made of tasks that teach you how to love. Sex, like everything in your life, will exist if there's love. I was shown that states of happiness and orgasm release healing powers that change and have positive impact on your body. I was shown a wave of spiritual green energy that is being transmitted by every cell in the body, having a revitalizing and regenerating effect on your whole system. Here's something really interesting. For me, sex temporarily opens the door to another dimension through the highest form of vibrational frequency. Ever since I've had my first psychedelic contact, I noticed that at the emotional peak of the orgasm, I can see the entities and I have contact with the other dimension. Next time you have sex, try to put your mind in a meditative state right before you come and then pay attention to what it is that you see. For me, it's a typical psychedelic moment where I see machine elves observing me, when I get messages about an issue I've had recently, or even getting an upload of schematics of interdimensional engine parts. Definitely something you want to experience during an orgasm. But mostly, it is the presence of a loving entity amplifying my sexual sensations. There are a few more sex issues machine elves addressed over the years. I was given an explanation to sexual preferences in life. I was told that your sexual preferences and sexual choices are a reflection of your desires and needs in everyday life. You're being given answers to your questions in this life in form of your preferences. Whenever you like something, it's where you need to look. Sexual preferences are a side effect of your personality. It's what comes with it. When you have not experienced much of something, you might mistakenly treat the desire as a separate one, while it is a part of a need that you can't fulfill in your everyday life. Your sexual desires and fantasies are there for you to make you happy and to make your life more enjoyable. Your sexual preferences make your life better. With the help of imagination, you get a lot of happiness out of this. Your attraction to a particular type of people is a reflection of who you are. It is the embodiment of your love and admiration for what they have to offer to you. I was told that sex and everything else you do in life should be done with like-minded people you can establish a connection with. Your job in this life is to find these people and experience important life moments with them. Everything valuable you have in life, relationship, friendship, business, it all needs to be done with like-minded people. Otherwise, it's a waste of energy. These people have various forms and are at different stages of life, no matter their age, gender, or race. Sex is one of the main methods of creating a connection. Now I have a message for you that I do actually get asked about a lot. I was told that you come to this world with a gender to fully explore what this gender has to offer and what you can experience with it. You're not supposed to pretend you're somebody else or argue which one is better. You're supposed to enjoy everything it comes with. My understanding is that whatever it is that you're born here with, that's your journey. Even if you consider yourself to be born in the wrong body, that's your journey too. And as long as you embrace and accept it, that is what you're supposed to go through and learn from in this life. Something I was told you should appreciate as a human. If you're in a relationship with someone and you have access to their body sexually anytime you want, that's something you should be grateful for. Apparently it's rare in this physical dimension among most species, and that's an unfulfilled desire for many of them. You can make it more or less pleasurable, but you have access to it and you should enjoy it. As with everything else, being grateful is the key. The quality of sex is not only about the person you're doing it with, but also how you and they feel about the situation. Attraction is relative. It is not defined. If you fill somebody's need or requirement, you appear attractive and desirable to them. You appear as someone they need in that moment. Surprisingly, I also received a message on the recent issue of the establishment being against masculinity, and apparently it is because of sex. Sex allows you to go back to your true nature, and it allows you to be who you really are, and it empowers you. Sex is like a reset button for both genders, and it creates true equality. It strips your reality from all the social constructs that are imposed by the establishment. Sex is empowerment, and that's why they want to destroy it. In the next video, I'll tell you how I was visited by the goddess of sex on a heroic dose of mushrooms and what she taught me. If this video helped you, please finance the growth of this channel. I want to thank all my existing supporters and those who make PayPal and cryptocurrency donations. You make everything possible. Remember to share this video with others and remember the website b434.com. I'm sorry to those of you who message me and never hear back. I'll get back to you eventually. I read everything, but there's just too many people and not enough time. Watch more 434 videos. Links in the video description.